We have claimed a new nest.
Ah, yes, story time is always fun.
We have found an anomaly.
More structures. Yeah, go ahead and look. I mean, every world needs an amusement park.
Our construction is complete.
Obviously. It's not a planet if it doesn't have amusement parks. So yes, this is a very science-heavy build. And that we have plus 25% just naturally to all engineering research. Totally not biased. Edic, monolithic. Is uninhabited and indeed uninhabitable, but not unvisited. Its surface is littered with tall centaphs carved from some material not native to the planet, evidently placed here by some artistically inclined spacefaring wraiths. The monolith's flowing lines deftly chart a history so fantastical it must surely be fictional. Surely. Surely! Okay, that one's gonna need a story time at some point. Image them for the archives. Yes, so we now have tons of engineering research just kind of kicking around. You get to be in charge of a monument. I'm not even gonna try and pronounce that. I'm just gonna butcher it. I know better. The world of Cat gets a spaceport. Because everybody needs guns sometimes. And more importantly, everybody needs solar panels.
Technology conceived.
Tech. Armor. Reinforced nanocomposite hull plating can provide an extra layer of protection that could be the difference between life and death in a combat situation. Ooh, Betharian power. See, this is what I was talking about. The Betharian stone lets you build these, which are amazing. Also, industry guy, go down there. Physics guy. We don't actually have the resources to recruit somebody. So the rocket guy is now in charge of physics. Because I don't have the influence to, recruit a physicist. So we're just going to stick with engineers as our physicists.
Our construction is
What
complete.
could possibly go wrong? He says, knowing darn well that
Our construction is complete.
in a class full of engineers, half of them forgot which order Newton's laws went in. If indeed they even remembered what they were.
Technology conceived.
Anyway. Routers. Ooh, yay! Influence, yes! Yes, please. More influence. I like influence. Influence is your friend. You have to go poke more systems again, don't you? Has he figured out the stupid pot yet? You still have not figured out the pot yet. It's a vase in space. How complex could it be? Delta aliens. Interesting. These guys actually have systems, though. Also, we need more food.
Technology conceived.
Kind of in negative, which is a problem. So you're gonna come over here and work a hydroponics farm for now, while we figure out other food.
Our special project is complete.
Special project completed. We have tried everything in order to find out how the ceramic pot ended up in a stellar orbit. Maybe we are all crazy? Maybe it does not even exist? Guess what? We tried calculating around those facts as well. We're done. There's nothing more we can do here. The only plus side to this is that we've had tons of time to spend on philosophical and economical questions, when we could not stomach to keep investigating the damn thing. Why? 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 Embrace the futility of life's questions. Well, I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say you couldn't figure it out because you're in a video game. You couldn't see the jazz hands, but they were jazz hands. We're going with deflectors because shields are nice. This may very well get picked up just for the sake of making sure this area is locked down. So that gave us a lot of influence, which is nice, because that means we might be able to get over here to colonize this sometime in the next, you know, not forever.
The system.
Did you find anything? You did. Minerals. Yay. Because I have this creeping suspicion that's actually a species, and not like, you know, sentient space rocks.
Our construction is complete.
Okay. So now we're back at nice null food, which is important because it keeps everybody growing, everybody's happy. You know, eating is important. Especially when you're not, you know...
Technology conceived.
Plants
Our
that eat
construction
people.
is complete.
It's better armor, better guns. At this point, we're going to go ahead and get some better guns. Yes, I know there was a build things faster option, but at this point, we're not really limited by resources so much as we're limited by, you know, influence. So, yeah. Makes it a lot easier. Go ahead and clear out that collapsed burrow. The Tizen Empire. They appear to have successfully translated our language. Diplomatic channels are now open, and all hostilities between us have ceased for the moment. Pray. Let's talk to them. Interesting. 21 influence. Star Empire. Slaving despots! I mean, it don't look yummy, but you know what? At the same time, we could probably eat that. Probably. I bring greetings from Emperor... That. The undisputed ruler of the Tizen Empire. Respect our borders and keep out of our affairs, and perhaps our mighty fleets will refrain from visiting your worlds. You know, bud, you're authoritarian and fanatic militarist. You know, I know some people who would really like you, but at the same time, you're slaving despots. That kind of makes you assholes. Kind of. So, Nom? First alien encounter. Our theoretical models have long suggested the existence of other intelligent civilizations in our galaxy. The theory has now been confirmed. The alien political entity we have encountered has a level of technology similar to our own. Now, ain't that crazy odds, since we've already met somebody who, you know, is inferior. Indicating we achieve twice as light roughly at the same time. Pray? Now here's an interesting question. Do you think it's saying this as pray? Or pray? Or something more along the lines of gurgle, 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 nom noms? Alright, let's take a look at these guys again. So,
the system.
ooh, poke it. So, yeah, close the borders, because they're going to be asses about this. So yeah, like I said, we don't really have diplomacy because we're a devouring swarm. We do not engage with diplomacy with other species, we eat them! Exactly. So their fleet power is superior, but otherwise we're equivalent. It's not good. I don't like being inferior to people. Oh, let's get another colony ship going on. Let's come over here and get the solar panels going up. An ancient survey marker. Awesome. Rocketry, cool. Yeah, go grab those minerals because we may need to build some, you know, battleships at some point. If I have to deal with warships, then we need to, you know that. Let's get some energy out of them. Alright, we're going to take a minute and go ahead and look at our ship designer. And see what is up. Alright, so we have the Type Gamma Corvette. Doesn't it look fancy? Right now it's still very stock. So first of all, we're going to go from chemical thrusters, which is basically a modern rocket engine, to ion thrusters, which are supposedly better. We're also going to give them combat computers, so they get better evasion, improved speed. Come down here. We're going to shift one of the reactors from the small slot to the medium slot, and we're just going to jam armor plating on this thing. So it now takes 14% less damage. Yay! Corvettes do not innately have armor, I don't think. Or if they do, it's minuscule. So that was a pretty giant armor improvement. Go ahead and save that design. The name of that design already exists. Yes, I want to overwrite it so that we can upgrade things. There's also defense platforms that I'm just going to go ahead and tell it figure it out, automatically upgrade it. I'm not critically impressed by like defense platforms and the like. I get that they exist for a reason, but if you're digging in, you're probably already in trouble because you don't want to be on the defensive. A good offense will always beat an equally good defense. Wegmore! That sounds like a cool system. Go poke your head in. Actually, let's take a minute and go see what the deal is with this random rock. Seems like it's a good time to do that. Not much going on in the home world. Epsilon aliens. Cool. Don't be up here, don't be up here, don't be up here. Do we actually want to research these guys? No, we want monthly influence. So that we can build more colonies, or, you know, eat these guys. Oh, yes, finally, planetary sampling. So now we are going to get all the science. Because whenever we survey a planet now, it will give us a 10th of a month of all the research, which is awesome. Go ahead and build a couple more Corvettes because I do want to have a battle fleet ready to go now. Scratch one of those. Whoa! So temporarily halted as the probe was caught in an erratic gravitational anomaly. The probe managed to transit some data before it was brutally crushed by the extreme forces. Okay then. Who else in the universe is playing Stellaris right now, and who just used a jump drive and died? Anyway. Ooh, orbital hydroponics. We're kind of in a food crunch, so that seems like a good idea. Science ship, go off to Wegmore, please.
Our construction is complete.
Okay, where do we want to put you? Is that inside our range yet? No. Yes, I know there's a little bit of energy and minerals there.
Survey the system.
Yeah, go ahead and do it. There we go. Go ahead and grab that. You do that one. Make all the happy little mining stations. Collectors and coil guns. Coming up. That population is still growing. Probably should have gotten the ability to get rid of the swamps in retrospect, but well. Deal with it later. Ooh, abandoned energy cargo pod. I like abandoned cargo pod. Fusion power. Yes,
Our
please.
construction is complete.
Cold fusion is awesome. Like, the actual technology would be spectacular too, but, you know. You can only break physics every once in a while. If you start breaking physics all the time, the physicists get mad, and then they yell at you, and then they'd be like, how about you write the papers next time, and we can disprove you? And you're like, well, I don't want to write papers. That's why I'm an engineer. I didn't want to have to write things. Then you just get this kind of sad look, because everyone's like, well, guess what you're going to be doing for the next 8 hours. Anyway. Anything else interesting going on? almost have this population unit to build the statue of I'm awesome. Our colony ship is headed over. Alright, so we need 43. And we're getting 3 a month, so in 10 months it'll be down to 13. 10, 7.
Our construction is complete.
So in 15 months we'll be able to build this. That's good. It's a lot of like maintenance I'm just going to be sitting on, but it'll be okay. We will live. We will probably live. We are going to cut this close. Yeah, go for it. Okay, so we're going to get orbital hydroponics, which will be good. Although, we're in an awkward position. Because I'd have to get rid of a solar panel system in order to put in the orbital hydroponics. Ooh. Ooh, we could be in a little bit of a tight spot here. It'll be fine. It's the worst thing that can happen. I'm just waiting for, like, this massive line of... These are all the horrible things that can happen to you. Just start popping up. What time is it? It's currently about 8 o'clock. Okay.
Technology conceived.
Orbital hydroponics.
We have
Yay!
surveyed the system.
Dangerous wildlife removal. Let's make that a priority. I don't actually know if we have any dangerous wildlife. We technically do. But... who knows? Maybe we're removing them nicely. I have my doubts. Oh wow, okay, so I minimized this and then completely derped and forgot that they all existed. Well... okay. Let's get you doing that, get you doing that. You do that one. Coil guns! Ooh, improved spaceports. That will help. Let's get those mines online, because we have tons of minerals kicking around. We need to keep our income outgoing.
A new nest is born.
Yay, a new nest. Do you have any food? You do have food. Actually, you have really good food. This planet is going to be temporarily diverted to let's keep everybody fed. Because that seems like a really, really good idea. I don't know about you guys, but you don't feed me, I get mean. Supposedly, I mean. I wouldn't know. Unless you can be mean to yourself.
Technology conceived.
Oh well. That's too much thinking for today. Ooh, automatic exploration. Given this is me, automatic seems like a good idea. Alright, everything else is just smoothly cruising along. Let's go ahead and start building more warships because these guys are superior to us in fleet power again, which is unacceptable. Right, we're catching up. Wow.
We have surveyed the system.
Yes, please. My mine? 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 Yes. Those were supposed to all be different words. That's just not how that worked out, though. Alright, let's get this colony underway. It's not really a good spot for this, so it's going right there. Oberum. You know what? Actually, that's not a bad name. We're just going to go with that. There's only one planet really in the system anyway, so we can name the planet after the star. That's fine.